Hey everyone, it's Ashley here, and I am really excited to be channeling Archangel Raphael tonight. I had some questions for him, and this channeling is going to be called, or is called, titled Assisting the Angels. And basically, it kind of popped into my head actually last week that Archangel Raphael wanted to speak on this matter. And so I created this event, and I'm really happy that we're here tonight. And we are going to be hearing from him, and we're going to be asking him, how does Reiki assist the angels? I'm very, very curious. He kind of just gave me that title, and that's what he wanted to talk about. So I can't wait to hear from him what he's gonna share. I think it's gonna be really fascinating. Okay, so I see some people joining now. Hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for taking time today to meet up with me. And I wanted to throw this out there. I totally know that a lot of people are dealing with this crazy weather, winter storms. So I really appreciate you guys taking some time to come visit me and listen to the channeling and hear from Archangel Raphael, because I think a lot of people have a lot on their plates. So I just wanted to recognize that everyone is dealing with a lot, and I so appreciate being able to see people and to connect and to just hang out and chat with people. And to channel for people. So yes, I'm sending lots of love and light to everyone, and I hope everyone's safe and warm and healthy, and we're all good. So yeah, today, let's get to it. I just kind of mentioned what we're going to go over. It was, I'll say this again, that Patty, yeah, crazy in Oklahoma. I bet. I bet it's crazy all over the place. So yeah, Archangel Raphael, for those of you who just joined, basically gave me this topic, and he is stepping forward now to talk about what Reiki does for angels. And I thought that was so fascinating. So I can't wait to hear what's going on with that. So without further ado, I'm going to call on Archangel Raphael to step forward. And if you guys are interested in practicing channeling or having him come in for you as well as we channel, feel free to share what you're feeling. Archangel Raphael for me is always a little, kind of a little extrapolated out into my energetic field a little bit farther. I have to ask him quite consistently to come in a little closer for me. Especially when I first started channeling him, he was very gentle, but as I've gotten used to him, he comes in pretty great, loud and clear too. So I love it. And right now he is settling in around my crown chakra, and he's in my crown chakra, but I feel like he's also kind of extended out, kind of like a halo around my head. And he's just sending lots of energy straight through my body, and it's going out my feet down into the earth right now at the same time. So it always feels really great when I get to channel him. And he's saying, hello, everyone. It is my pleasure to be here this evening, or at this moment, wherever you are in the world. I do want to speak upon the topic that Ashley has brought forward. This is a different way of looking at how Reiki or energy healing interacts not just with yourselves, your own vessel, and those who receive the Reiki as well as perform the Reiki, but the spiritual beings that assist and bring forward the energy. He's showing the context of the angelic Reiki that I do, because I myself do angelic Reiki, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But he's showing all of the angels that I call on all the time, my healing angel Henry, and a lot of the beings that I call forward to assist me in every angelic Reiki that I do. And he's just kind of gesturing widely to them. And he's saying each of these beings knows the importance and the value of the energy that is poured through a vessel. They see the strings, the changes, the ripples that go through an individual's life, not just in the present moment, within as you're receiving Reiki, or as I'm performing Reiki, or other people are performing any type of Reiki. This is not just for angelic Reiki. And he's saying, in that moment, it is a powerful tool for spiritual beings to assist those of us who are on this earthly plane. And it's an exciting opportunity for them, the angels, archangels, galactic healers, anyone on the spiritual plane that's assisting in a healing, to connect with us in an impactful way. And he's kind of referencing the ripples again. He's saying, in the moment, you're just feeling the energy pour through, and you're experiencing the immediacy of the healing. But what you don't see is the long-term effects, the larger impacts upon your life that a healing can do for you, as well as you doing the healing, you performing a healing if you're a healer. And he's saying that they know how it affects throughout our lives, having that experience, or how it can affect our previous experiences by bringing about healing, by releasing fears and traumas and pent up or built up energy that's within our body. So they're really, really keen. He's saying, this is an honor and a privilege to help anyone who is seeking assistance from the angels. And Reiki, or healing as a modality in general, any sort of energy healing, but also the practical applications he's saying that they assist with as well, by assisting medical practitioners and their intuition, as well as he's showing like alternative healers, and he's showing me like kind of more historical experiences, like in the medieval communities there were like head witches, or those shaman who you could turn to for healing in a very traditional old world kind of rooted way. And he's showing there's so many different modalities, and each person is going to resonate with certain styles of healing, and the angels rely upon these tools to assist us. And in doing so, this helps the angels, the spiritual realm, not just angels, but ascended masters and archangels and other healers, to reach us and to impact us, and to, he's saying, to make believers out of individuals who may resist anything that's outside of kind of our hard 3D reality, as far as proof of existence, or any sort of what he was terming paranormal experience. And he's kind of saying that in like a joking manner, like very kind of laughing about it, but he's very serious. He's really underscoring that feeling of Reiki is just a way to really help them help us. And he's alluding to not just Reiki, but all sort of energy healing work. And he's highlighting that in helping the angels and assisting them in reaching us, we open ourselves up more to having more experiences and developing a direct communication line with our team. So our own angelic team, our own ancestors, our own spirit guides, our starseed families, the archangels, any ascended masters like Jesus or Mother Mary, so many different beings that we can connect with in a really direct way when our heart is opened. And he just really wants to underscore that he values every single person who is open to helping anyone else in any manner. And he's saying, like, he's showing like people walking down the street and smiling to maybe a homeless person, or giving some change, or doing something bigger, maybe assisting an older person walk across the street, or make sure someone gets home safe. He's kind of terming these like really small interactions, but they're all under the umbrella of being like an earth angel. And each of those interactions is super important. And so he's honoring those interactions, but he's also highlighting too, an additional layer of this is people who are stepping forward, anyone who's stepping forward to share their truth, their light, healing through Reiki, through shamanism, through any sort of other type of energy healing work, as well as through mediumship, or just channeling for yourself and living a guided life. And that's stepping forward in a big way. And so he's highlighting that all of these activities are helping to shift us in the moment, to shift our collective consciousness in the here and now, and are very impactful, even though they may feel very small, or not seen, or very minimal in their nature. They're quite big in their intention and the energy that goes with it. And he's also highlighting those people who are willing to receive help, to receive assistance, who step forward to ask for Reiki or any other sort of healing, energy healing work, in combination with maybe a more traditional healing plan. And he's just applauding everyone who's willing to try something new, willing to step forward, willing to experience the angels in a way that maybe can surprise someone. Yeah, and he's just saying that while each of us are all unique and we're all in our own places, there are so many threads, common threads within our lives, our experience, our lives and experience that tie us together in really universal ways. And he's showing like all of us are connected to source. We all have this like cord going through our entire body, up through our crown chakra into the sky, and we have this beautiful gold source energy coming in. But we also have cords that come out of us, and he's showing small little thin cords of our choosing, not necessarily cords from energy vampires or people who are trying to steal your energy or to just kind of dump energy. I know a lot of empaths really struggle with that connection and having their energy very wide open for the taking or for the abuse. Some people don't recognize it, but some people are very conscious of what they do. But he's showing these cords coming out and connecting to the people in our lives, our loved ones, our coworkers, our friends, our family, our pets, our neighbors, our communities, and honoring those cords of love and connection is a really beautiful, beautiful thing. And I'm asking where he's going with that, because I'm not seeing a direct correlation to what he was trying to say or what he wants to talk about, the main topic. He's saying that this is important in order for us to recognize that we are connected, we impact each other, we can receive love as well as give love, and stepping forward and being open is a really important thing to do. And sometimes it's really hard to do. And yeah, he's really hammering home that just being open and being gracious with yourself and with others is super important, especially in this time. And he's highlighting too that the angels, archangels, ascended masters, spirit, source, him or herself, they're all there waiting for us to reach out and whether you choose to do that through an energy healing or a channeling, or I was talking to the Mediumship 102 course, Kristen Davies course, and I was telling them, crack a joke to an ascended master, connect with them, talk with them, have conversations with them, because that's how we can really develop relationships with spirit, is being open and allowing for that two-way conversation. And yeah, he's just really highlighting that Reiki, specifically Reiki, because I do Reiki, but he's saying in general, healing is a way that the angels can assist us in a really powerful manner, and it helps their work overall, and it helps us in our soul journey, and it's just really, really powerful stuff. So yeah, I'm asking him if he has anything else that he wants to share before we take some questions. He's kind of pulling back. I do want to share before I take some questions here. Feel free to start posting your questions in the comments. Try and keep it, focused to maybe one or two specific things that you're looking for guidance, of course. But he wants me to mention, now's a good time while I'm waiting for questions. I have my Angelic Reiki group healing coming up on Saturday. So if you are interested in experiencing a Reiki session, but you don't want to pay the full price for a Reiki session, some Reiki sessions are very expensive. My group healing is $25 per person. Pets are free. Little babies are free, but if they're older than, I'd say, 9 or 10, then I would charge them $25, and of course with parental permission to participate. And yeah, it's just really important, if you are feeling drawn to try out Reiki, this is an awesome opportunity to check it out, and it's going to be in a fun private Facebook group where I'm going to go live just like I'm doing right now, and I'm going to do a full Reiki session for the entire group, and it's going to be really, really awesome. I am super excited about it. I feel like it's been a while since I've done a group healing, and we have a lot of things that we can transmute and heal from at this time. So I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to see what comes through for people. And if you want to, if you're interested, check out channelingwithlove.com. That's where you can register. And I've set up my website to where you can register 4 people at a time if you are interested in signing up friends or family who have agreed to participate. Yeah, and with that, I see some questions here, so I'm going to take some of the questions, and this is going to be pretty awesome. Okay. All right, so this is a pretty cool question. I've been really drawn to sound healing. Can this help to bring our bodies into alignment? Awesome, awesome question. Archangel Raphael is saying absolutely. Sound healing is very powerful. It's a very, he's saying, transcendental experience. It's very physical. The sound waves are literally blowing through your body. They're interacting with your physical vessel, but they're also working within your energetic field, and they're clearing so much out of your energetic field. And we emotionally really, as humans, really respond to music. And it's very cathartic, very healing in and of itself. So he's saying absolutely, it can help bring all of your bodies, your physical and your subtle bodies, into alignment very beautifully. And if you wish to pursue sound healing as maybe a modality that you offer to others, he's saying, please call on me to assist you. He would be saying, I would be very honored to participate and guide your learning, and to, he's saying, be a steady hand for your practice, because he knows that it's so valuable. And so many people, not just humans, but also animals, pets, babies, like Lots and lots of different types of beings resonate with sound therapy, sound healing. And he's showing too that sound healing or sound therapy, you know, the singing bowls, or I'm assuming there's other modalities, but typically I see singing bowls when people talk about the sound healing. He's saying too that this can heal plants. It can clear your home of maybe lower vibrational frequencies, clear out stagnant energy, and can really be a great benefit for the vibrational frequency of your home or your living space as well. So definitely explore that for sure, because that is super, super cool. Okay, this is a good question here. How can we help loved ones with their depression and self-harm? That's a great question. So many people, especially right now, are really faced with a lot of mental health problems because we're so disconnected. Just plain and simple, we're disconnected. Sorry, my computer table keeps moving. We're disconnected from our routine, from the normal people that we get to see every day and connect with, from those intimate relationships that maybe were more plentiful or just more easily accessible, family relationships, friends, going to the movies, you know, going into these public spaces has been, it's very important for humans. We're social creatures, and not being able to do that has really amplified a lot of the bad, low vibrational thoughts that people house. And just the emotional toll has been very great. And so Archangel Raphael is saying, first and foremost, listen to your loved one when they express what they truly are feeling and thinking, and release any judgment or worry over them in the moment. You're just being in the moment with them. Listening is so important. Assisting them receive direct mental health care, mental health support. So getting them to a therapist, getting them to a doctor that can help them is super important. Not only is there a spiritual element to someone who has depression, but it's mental health as well, and it's emotional health as well, and physical health as well, definitely with that self-harm element. So getting them to the right support network is going to be key. In addition to, you can call on Archangel Raphael to come in and help transmute. Call on Archangel Michael to help protect them. Call on their own team to assist. You can ask someone's angelic team to assist as much as they possibly can outside of that person's free will choice, to bring them health and bring them peace of mind and emotional support and whatever else they need in their life. Sometimes depression is triggered by financial issues or relationship issues, or there's just so many different things that can really affect a person's health. And it's so important that we're watching out for each other and really stepping forward and advocating for that person if they're not willing to advocate for themselves. And that includes asking their team to assist them. My guardian angel is coming in, and she is saying you can also ask your own team to coordinate with another's team to bring in love and light energy and support and opportunities that allow them to make choices that are for their better good, for their highest good and support. And for those who are equipped to do maybe energy healing or provide guidance in a really a supportive way through maybe channeling or, you know, having conversations with a person in a very open and loving way, is so important for those people to step forward. Light workers are super powerful and can really help guide a person's life by getting them the the spiritual guidance that they need, and showing them that it's okay to reach out for help in other ways as well, in addition to pursuing spiritual paths. I'm totally for and support full comprehensive healing plans. So that's the traditional methods, in addition to maybe the alternative methods or more spiritual methods, energetic based methods. They all work together and they all have a place in a person's life. And it's very important to keep that in balance. I'm asking if Archangel Raphael has anything else to say upon that. He's saying no at this time. That is plenty for that question. Okay. Thank you so much for reaching out and sharing or asking that question, because we know, everyone knows a lot of people who are struggling and having a really hard time. So I'm just sending a lot of love and light out to everyone, and I hope everyone's taking care of themselves and looking out for each other. Okay, here's a good question here. Is there a special way to send our guardian angels or spirit guides, archangels, Reiki energy? I'm not sure I fully am getting your question, Tori, but what Archangel Raphael is coming in and saying is they don't necessarily need the Reiki healing themselves. They don't need to interact with that energy to heal, as they are of spirit, and they don't need healing in the way that we do on the earthly plane. So they're definitely highlighting Archangel Raphael and your team specifically, Tori, are highlighting that you can always just send them love. They'll gladly receive love and light from you, and your thanks and your connection. That makes them feel so good and happy in that you're recognizing and connecting with them in a really meaningful way for yourself. So if you wish to send them anything, send them love. And my guardian angels are coming in and kind of washing love through my body. It's going to make me tear up, guys, because I do that all the time. And I'm so appreciative of my team. And you can always ask them to assist you in sharing more love and light with spirit, as well as with your fellow humans and animals on the planet, and Gaia herself. It's always the most powerful thing you can do, for sure. The Reiki energy, Archangel Raphael is showing that energy is very powerful. It's pure love and light, and it's coming back to us tenfold with intentions and focus that the healing angels and archangels and ascended masters can help direct and help us and assist us in our healing in a way that we don't necessarily always have a concept of what we need in the moment or what needs to be removed or alleviated. Sometimes we don't have that sense. So they really, they watch out for us, and that's where that energy comes in and really helps assist us in our healing. Sometimes it's not necessarily a physical healing. It's more of an emotional healing, helping us transmute and let go of something that may be assisting or maybe causing a more physical ailment to present itself. So there's so much that they can do. And they're just saying, Archangel Raphael's showing, he's got these glasses on and he's kind of like flipping these layers of lenses on, and he's saying he can see through our physical vessel. He doesn't need the glasses. He's just playing around, kind of showing me that image to convey that he sees much more than just our physical vessel or our energetic field. He sees everything that is within us and about us and within our emotional, spiritual, mental bodies as well. And he is ready to assist. And he's kind of showing like laser focus, like these tools that are like lasers which reminds me of Dr. Lorfan. He's a galactic healer that I just love to death, and I think he's so great. He comes in whenever I do a Reiki healing. He's there and he assists, and he's coming in right now. And he also has these tools that look like pens, like little writing pens, like fountain pens or something, but they're lasers, and they just send really focused beams of light energy, of Reiki healing energy, and it's fascinating to watch. It's so cool to see. Yeah, okay, so I'm asking if there's anything else he wants to say on that. He's saying no. He's ready to step back. Okay. Mimi is saying she recommends trying it just one time. The Reiki, the energy is superb. Yes, I'm kind of addicted to the group sessions because everyone comes in with their own energy, their own intentions, and everyone has just a unique energy that is added to the group. And what I typically see in a group healing is we typically shift into a different dimensional frequency. So I'm seeing the group kind of on a higher plane. We're not necessarily in our rooms, all separated out around the world. We're all in one location. And it just depends, I think, on the frequency and what the angels or galactic beings or ascended masters are really focusing us on, or on for us. Focusing on, there we go. The scene changes, the energy changes. One time we were doing a session and it was like we were standing kind of in a shallow tide pool area on the beach, kind of like we're in Hawaii in this tropical, beautiful location, and we're all in the water and we're healing by standing in the water. And then all of the angels and everyone who would participate in that healing was assisting each of us. And then another session, we were having a picnic in this beautiful field, and there was this giant oak tree, and there was like a pond, or a really big pond or lake right next to the shore where we were at in this grassy field, and we were having this big picnic, and we were just all chatting, hanging out together, studying. Basically, we were listening to Ascended Masters speak and give little talks as we were receiving the healing. And it was just super peaceful and powerful. And I've also totally seen us as a group in a very tall, completely white, like marble, like temple with all these sacred geometry symbols everywhere. And each of us were within our own space, or our own, like, not a sigil, but our own, like, combination of sacred geometry. And we had everyone had their own team assisting them with galactic healers. That was a galactic Reiki session. Anyway, it's just super powerful. Mimi's right. The energy is superb. It's always really unique, and it's super fun for me to see what's going on and then to share with you guys what messages come through, what energy comes through, and what took place for everyone as a collective group. It's super, super cool. I think I'm addicted to having them because they're so much fun. Nice. I'm glad people are resonating with the messages that are coming through. I see a comment here. I get goosebumps when spirit and angels are around me. That's a really big sign, yeah, that your physical vessel is interacting with the higher vibrational frequencies that are coming within your body's energetic field. And our bodies react in so many different ways. And that's how, as we learn the ways our bodies react, and that's how we can build our knowledge, our own little vocabulary around who's around us, what's happening, what are they trying to communicate, how are they sharing information with us. And that's all channeling. It's so great because channeling is so unique for every person. And it's just a combination of all of this information flooding into our senses in a singular way that allows us to receive a message and share a message. Just like Archangel Raphael's coming in and bringing in information, it's sensory as well as auditory and visual for me. It's a lot. So just practice, 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 and enjoy all of the senses, because it's really fun to see how they come in for you. So goosebumps, really big sign that you're feeling that energy. What is the best way to heal addictions? Are our bodies frequencies changing? Yes. Okay, so Archangel Raphael's coming in pretty strong on this one. He's saying addictions, they're very dynamic for each person, meaning that they're not only a physical manifestation of a lack of whatever it is that we're missing in our lives. Often addictions result from trauma, from emotional distress, from mental distress, or physical distress. And there's a combination that kind of comes into play that kind of creates this perfect storm for us to not exercise our free will choice in the manner that would be for our highest good, like following through with these addictions and not being able to get out of it. It's a very steep slope to climb out of an addiction. And he's saying, first and foremost, he honors every person who is currently struggling or has ever struggled with some sort of type of addiction. This is a hard lesson to bear. And he's saying that there is always support from spirit to help you navigate the healing path, your own healing path to shed the addiction that may be weighing on you. He's saying that there is key combinations of healing practices that can assist. Definitely mental health support through a therapist or a psychologist for that emotional, mental clarity that a lot of us need when we face addiction, as well as the physical support of maintaining our vessel as best we can and being as healthy as we can to manage the symptoms of typical addictions. There's a lot that goes into it that's very physical for an addiction. He's highlighting, though, that it's typically mostly mental, emotional. And he's saying spiritual. Often people who have addictions feel spiritually cut off or forgotten or alone. And one of the powerful ways that you can start to ease the burden of an addiction is remembering and feeling within yourself that you are not alone, that you are supported by love and light always, forevermore. There's never a moment that you are alone in the world without your guardian angels, without spirit having eyes on you and supporting you as much as they can, and as much as we're willing to allow them to help us. We also have that free will choice to not act on our instincts, to not pay attention to the feelings that we get when we have energy being sent to us, when we have our guidance coming in. A lot of people choose to ignore it or think that they're crazy or think that they're weird or this is something that shouldn't be happening for whatever reason. And it's really important to honor your intuitive nature, because every human on the planet is built with intuitive skills, and it's just a matter of fostering and supporting them to make sure that we maintain the connection to spirit, because we're always connected. So there's a lot of different levels to healing an addiction, but he's saying call on me, call on Archangel Michael, call on your team, call on Source, call on every single being that you resonate with, because they will be by your side all the time to assist and help you in your free will choices to move through an addiction, or anyone who is suffering from an addiction, providing that support. I think it goes back to that question about the depression and the self-harm concerns. You can send love and light to someone. You can ask for assistance to be given to your family member or friend or person who's struggling in your life. You can do that spiritual work, that light worker work to help them in a way that maybe isn't directly felt all the time, but is definitely a powerful tool in a person's life. So always know that you can do something to assist yourself or others in facing those struggles. And definitely bodies, our physical vessels, change in frequency all the time. And as soon as you make a choice to raise your vibrational frequency, it already starts to raise. You start to recognize what's not in alignment with your energy. You start to change your hobbies or your passions. You start to replace those with other things that are better suited to your energy and better suited to assist you in raising in frequency. So it's important to recognize frequency changes happen all the time, and you always have control over where your energy goes, where your frequency goes. So if you're making poor choices, more than likely your energy is not going to be as high vibrational as you'd like them to be, as you'd like it to be, and you can feel that. You feel bad. You feel maybe not necessarily bad, but kind of blah or stagnant. Stagnant's a very common feeling, just kind of being stuck or like treading water. That's often a sign that maybe there's something you can shift within your life to raise your frequency and kind of get out of that stagnant feeling. Also asking Archangel Michael to clear your energy and of anything that maybe is siphoning your energy is super, super powerful and helpful. He has his fiery sword out and he's just kind of whipping it around. He's like doing cool sword moves. I love it. I love action movies, and I love it when they have like those big broadswords and they're like doing cool sword tricks and stuff, and he's giving me a little show with his fiery sword, and he's saying he'll transmute anything that needs to be removed. And he's also showing me his eyes are they're bright blue, like he has very bright blue eyes, but they're also kind of like fiery. They're very bright and very intense. And he's saying he will bring forth the energy that's needed to help clear you of any vibrational frequencies that no longer match yourself or the desire you wish to raise your frequency. He will assist that desire and that choice. And yeah, he's ready to kick some butt. Oh, Archangel Michael, I love it. Okay, so let's see here. I have a cool question here. There's several cool questions here. All right. Any insight to blister type lumps under skin on nose, trying to heal with natural healing methods? Honestly, first glance at this, that reminds me of herpes simplex 1 or like regular cold sores in the nose or near the mouth or nose area. And they just kind of look like little blisters. They're very painful. And they can be under the skin or in the nose, and typically that represents when they express. Herpes simplex 1 like lives within your body. Like once you get it, you don't get rid of it, but it can express when your immune system is suppressed. So definitely make sure you're taking vitamins, eating really healthy, getting vitamin D, or going out into the sun if you can. Right now it's snowing pretty much everywhere, but yeah, healing methods, just really make sure you're focusing on not stressing out. And I know there's a lot of different things that can suppress your immune system. So Archangel Raphael is highlighting, really assess where your energy is right now, where your mental state is. Are you really stressed out? Are you anxious all the time? Do you have a lot of fear-based thoughts? That all of those combinations, all of those things can suppress your physical immune system. And so it's really important to recognize when you're super stressed out, or when you maybe aren't in balance, and recognize that just bringing yourself back, meditating, trying to relax as much as possible, hand off those fear-based thoughts to your team. That's going to be a huge weight lifted off your shoulders if you're stressed out. That's something that totally can relieve a lot of different symptoms. When people get anxious, they also feel very like have a lot of stomach issues, feel faint, lightheaded, their immune system's compromised. There's a lot of physical reactions to a lot of mental, emotional stressors. So that was just my first instinct, though. I'm asking Archangel, he's giving me the thumbs up. Archangel Raphael, commented on all of that. So definitely try to assess that. But medication is also something that can assist, and is definitely important if you can't get rid of the blisters with more natural approaches, because you definitely want to make sure you're as healthy as you can, especially when you have those masks on. Oh my gosh, having the masks, or I just heard a term, the mask knee. I don't know if you guys have gotten this. I've actually had a hard time with like my chin breaking out when I'm wearing masks all the time. And it's really painful and horrible, and my skin is very sensitive, so it's very difficult to wear a mask for any length of time, even though I highly recommend wearing your mask. Definitely do that if you are out in public. But yeah, just make sure you're taking care of yourself, drink water, all the basics. We're basically house plants. I saw a meme, Archangel Raphael is just pointing to that and laughing. I saw a meme that said, we're basically house plants. We need food, water, and a little sunlight, and we're good. So make sure you're getting those things. And of course, we're more complicated than that, but I'm just being cheeky. But that just kind of popped into my head. So I hope that helps you. And if anyone else is also struggling with the mask knee, I'm right there with you. Hang in there. All right, let's see here. Yeah, there's a comment here. I love it. Archangel Michael is a beast. Strong, definitely. Yep. For sure. Okay, so let's see. A few more questions. I have a little bit more time left, guys. Suki is asking, would love a validation on my spiritual path, please? Suki. Archangel Raphael is just saying, you're right, I'm getting tongue-tied. You are right where you need to be in this moment. Hold steady, hold to your path, and trust yourself. And trust your team around you. You have a pretty big team, Suki, so know that they're there with you. And you can always reach out to Archangel Raphael if you so choose. He's just really honing into on that feeling of steadiness, like continue to do what you're doing, continue to do the inner work, continue to do the practice, continue to do the to focus on high vibrational thoughts, content, movies, books, songs, music, anything that can really maintain your frequency. Holding steady is of the utmost importance at this time. And he's saying, you're right there, you're doing it. So just keep it up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Stressed all the world stuff. Definitely. Yeah. Glad there's no pain, because that would be really hard to deal with as well. But stress, for sure, is something that's really a big issue. Let's ask Archangel Raphael about that. What can we do to alleviate our stress, especially when we're seeing, we've had a lot of pretty big events happen in the last year with the pandemic, as in the US, elections were very stressful. Immediately, well, pretty much right before the elections was really stressful. There's a lot of these things that are adding up, you know, that can really add pressure to just our daily lives. So how do we maintain that? How do we negate it? How do we make sure that we are not being burdened with that stress all the time, and within our energetic fields? How can we maintain that health? He's saying going within and managing your own energy. So we are all in control of our frequency, our thoughts, our focus, our energy, our decisions. Going within and being a good steward of our free will is ultimately the best practice. He's saying when you go within, there is always within each of us a spark of source love and light. We are of love and light, but within each of us we have that source spark, and we can go to that place within our soul, within ourselves, that spark is aflame, is alive, is there. Within our temple, our inner temple, many call it your inner sanctuary. You can go within, always go within, and seek respite there, seek guidance there. Your own counsel, the counsel of your team, the counsel of any ascended master or being that you resonate with, and within love and connection. That is of the utmost. Going within is of the utmost importance. As we recognize, as we consume the news, as we hear and see and experience a lot of the more global, larger, maybe not global, but just larger events, especially, you know, for example, this weather event that's taking place. This is something that's very physical, that's in our face, that we have to deal with. Much of the country is not equipped to handle a snowstorm of this magnitude, and just the freezing temperatures of this to this degree. But making sure our physical needs are met as best as possible, going within and trusting that the guidance is provided and it will be there and will never steer you wrong. And knowing when to feel and discern for yourself. There's a lot out there that's very opinionated, very biased, a lot of news, a lot of articles, a lot of people sharing their own thoughts. And it's always key to, on any issue or any experience that you're having, to use discernment and feel what's right or wrong for you, and listening to that and listening to the reasons why. Within your own life, having that discernment, having that guide, that compass that's going to allow you to flow within your energy is of the utmost importance. And that's when a lot of the stress falls away. You're taken care of, you're in the flow, you feel connected, you're doing the best that you can with the free will choices that you have on a daily basis. And Archangel Raphael is just really showing that the more of us that go within and listen to our guidance, our internal guidance, the guidance from our teams, from source, love and light, when we listen and we trust that guidance and that love that's there, and then we move forward and take action steps upon that guidance and with that love, a lot of that stress can melt away. A lot of it just is, you're insulated from it. And it doesn't affect you in the same way that maybe it would have before. I know for myself that before I started channeling, I was a super uptight A personality that was very focused on politics and a lot of the stressors in the world and the potentials, the possibility of all of these different bad things happening. And sometimes I feel myself going back there, especially if I'm listening to a lot of news. But I have been doing a lot better since I've been in contact with my spiritual team and feeling that connection and being able to talk to Archangel Raphael or Archangel Michael and have them come in. Everyone can do this. It's just a matter of practice. Being able to connect with them has changed my personality, my whole world perspective, my whole world in general for the better. And it's allowed me to interact and flow within my life in a way that I never would have been able to before. And it's a blessing to kind of let go of the worry and let go of the stress and ask your team to step in and transmute that for you, because it's immediate. The effects are so amazing and it's just so important. And I can't speak more highly about doing that because I used to cling to stress. I used to cling to the worry. And that was part of kind of, I think, how I saw myself in the world as a witness to all the craziness. And now I see myself as more of a person who is steady and can influence and assist others through my steadiness and through my love and light in my physical world, my physical, family, friends, coworkers, the physical environments that I interact with, but also here online. This is so important, where we get to share our voice and we get to speak truth to the love and light that's within each of us and support each other in a really powerful way. So focusing on that, it's so important. There is so much going on that it's really giving us an opportunity to exercise our skills and going within. And I think that's the best way to look at it. I see Mina has a question here that's kind of tied to this, so I'll call on that. And then I think I'll need to wrap this up a little bit. But Mina's asking, why is the energy in the world so negative right now? I find myself having to clear my energy every day. It's exhausting. I do try to let go of it. Yeah, so basically, the energy is, it feels so negative. It feels so chaotic because there's a lot that's being transmuted. There's a lot that's coming to the surface. Archangel Raphael and Michael are both here, and they're highlighting that the energy is no longer stagnant. It's free-flowing. It's kind of churning up a lot in maybe stressful ways for a lot of people, but it is allowing for change. It's allowing for us to bring forward love and light in a very powerful way that we've never been able to share and express before. And they're highlighting specifically just our own little lightworker community here online. So many more people are coming to learn and to grow from within, and growing within, and being able to really make big positive changes in their lives and getting rid of a lot of things that were holding them back. That's so powerful. And it's all because this energy is transmuting and people are waking up. There's a lot of people waking up on the planet right now, and it's super powerful and exciting to see so many new fresh faces every day interacting with the high vibrational content that's online that I'm seeing people interact with. And it may be exhausting to clear your energy, but Mina, make sure you have Archangel Michael living in your home. He's going to help insulate some of that for you and keep a lot of that out. Also, I always highly recommend using the empath energy bubbles. So, you can visualize this big bubble around you, and it only allows light, high vibrational energy to come in. You are always the gatekeeper of your own energy. And so if you're giving away your energy or you're giving away your focus, you're going to feel tired. You're going to feel drained. So call that energy back. That's all available to you. All you have to do is say, I call back my own energy, clean, transmuted, and pure, back to myself. And as soon as you say that, your team is going to be on it. They're going to be wrestling your energy and sending it right back to you. And all of it comes back to you tenfold and clean and beautiful. And you don't have to spend a lot of energy or time or focus protecting your energy or clearing your energy all the time. There's a lot of different things can definitely be done. Small little visualizations, meditation work. I'm kind of a set it and forget it type gal. I have Archangel Michael as my bouncer. I've set my own very specific boundaries around energy and how spiritual beings come in, how energy comes my way. But I'm also very cognizant of my own choices to give away my focus, my attention, my energy. So it all can play in together. Just try and do your best. Try a lot of different tactics and see what really works for you and helps you maintain your energy in a really positive way. And there's no one size fits all strategy, but those are a few different things that you can do to really help you. So I'm totally there to, to support. And if you have more questions on that, feel free to reach out. Archangel Michael is saying that he wishes that I step forward and do a video with him, speaking more on this topic. So I will be scheduling that for not next week, but the week after. Okay. It's awesome. I love it when things like that come forward and we have good conversations. Okay, so I think that's time. I so appreciate all of the questions and the comments and the feedback and the awesome little emojis that I'm seeing in the comments over here. I really appreciate you guys spending your time with me, and thank you for allowing me to channel for you. And I'm saying thank you to Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael for both being here and answering your questions and providing guidance and support. Sending lots and lots of love to you guys. Again, a quick little reminder, I have my Angelic Reiki group healing coming up this Saturday, February 20th. It is at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's $25 per person. You can go to channelingwithlove.com to register if you have not done so. And it's going to be a good time and it's going to be fun. I'm really excited for it. I feel like there's going to be a lot of transmuting that takes place and a lot of shifting happening. I think it's building up for me, so I can't wait to share it with people. And I look forward to hearing from you guys and seeing you guys around the interwebs. Talk to you guys later. Sending you all lots of love and light, and be very safe and warm and healthy, okay? Love you guys.